Good morning everyone, myself Somnar Sur. Welcome to this course for Python for beginners. Here I will teach you how to code with Python and all the features of Python. Okay, so welcome all of you, and this is the video where I will say about something about Python and what you can learn from this course. Okay, so let's continue. So, introduction to Python. First of all, I want to say that Python is an interpreted general purpose programming language. Okay, now Python was invented in 1989 by Guido van Rossum. Okay, and latest version of Python, that is Python 3, released in 2008, and then the newer versions also came into picture. Basically, Python was designed as an easy to use language. Okay, and it it mainly focus on the readability of the code. Okay, because anyone can learn Python. Okay, whoever coming from computer science background or who are coming from other background from like arts or commerce background, they also can take this course and they also can learn Python, and they can also perform the coding using Python, because Python is very easy to learn and very interesting language, and it is a very much popular language today. It is spreading worldwide, and everyone uh, wants to know how to use Python and how to do coding with Python. Okay, so after that, what I will say is that why to choose Python. There are some points that I am going to say here. First of all, I told you that Python is very easy to learn. Okay, Python is very easy to learn, and here we can write clear and logical code through which I can perform different tasks. I can perform different tasks. Okay. Next, focus on optimizing developer time. Now, what is this? Focus on optimizing developer time. Python mainly focus how to reduce the developer's effort. That means with a small lines of code or with a small piece of code, you can do lots of tasks. That is the main motto of Python. That is the main aim for Python. Python is made for those who are not coming from coding background. They can also take this course, they can also learn Python, they can also do the coding. Okay, and for that reason they are actually made Python for optimizing the developer's time. That means with a small amount of time you can invest in this particular language, and you can create such a thing or such an application or such a program using Python. Then another important point is existing libraries and frameworks. So there are lots of existing libraries and frameworks written in Python, okay, which are allowing users to apply Python to a wide variety of tasks. So many tasks we can perform using those libraries, and so many projects we can perform, or so many projects we can do in our colleges, or if you want to do in your on your own, you can also do that, because there are lots of libraries are available. Some of them are NumPy, SciPy, scikit-learn, Matplotlib. So many libraries are there. So many libraries are there, and with those libraries, we can create, we can develop programs which are attractive and which are useful. Okay, in today's life. Okay, so for that reason, Python is most of the important language nowadays. And then the last one is documentation. You can find lots of documentation in the internet regarding this language Python, because for every library or for every package there will be some documentation. You can find the documentation, you can read the documentation, and you can study the documentation, and then you can do the coding according to that documentation. This documentation will help you to enrich with the Python language, enrich with the features of Python language that it has, and you can know how to use them and where to use them. These are the different things that you can actually use in your programming. Okay, so let's continue. Then here in this course we will learn about Python coding environments. There are lots of environments are available to us where we can write our programs. Suppose we can write our programs in text editors like Notepad or in Sublime Text or in Atom. There are so many text editors there present in front of us. We can easily download them and we can easily install in our computer, and we can use them for coding. We will we will show you how to use them actually. Then we have integrated development environment. The people who are coming from computer science background, they know which is what is an IDE. Okay, so there are lots of IDE for Python development like PyCharm, then Spider, so many. Okay, so we will learn how to install Python IDE and how to use them also. And there is another thing is that notebook environment. This is very much popular for most of the people actually use notebook environment when they develop Python programs, because notebook environment gives you more flexibility and more readability of the code. And due to that reason, most of the person prefer notebook environment than text editors or IDE. Okay, so for that reason, in notebook environment we have Jupyter notebook, very much popular, very popular today's world. So we can write our code in three different places, text editors, integrated development environment, and then notebook environment. So we will, or I will actually teach you how to use them in to achieve your coding these three different environments. Basically, you can say that why we need environments, because whenever, suppose I'm giving you an example, suppose whenever you went to a classroom, you can feel that that is a classroom because your classroom has an environment. Okay, your classroom has an environment. For example, your classroom has benches, teacher, blackboard, chalk, duster, students. Okay, so that creates an environment. So for Python program development, we also need an environment where we can develop our Python programs, where we can write our Python programs, and where we can execute our Python programs. And that's why we have this kind of environments available to us, and we have to know how to use them and how to apply them in real life. Okay, then come to next point. Okay, now the course covered. Okay, so many things I have to cover here because Python actually consists of so many things inside it. As first, I will introduce Python to you. I will discuss what are the difference between Python 2 version 2 and Python version 3, and then I will discuss about the installation of Python, how you can install Python in your computer. If you are using Linux, then also I will say, and if you are using uh, Windows, then also I will discuss that thing. And after installation of Python, I will discuss the different objects that are present from, like for example list, for example dictionary, for example uh, strings, for example numbers, for example tuples. So many things are there in case of object and data structure. And after that I will come to Python statements, where we will find if else statement, you will find a switch case statement, you will find while loop, for loops. Okay, so many things are there in Python statements also. After that, operators, some basic operators I will discuss. Okay, and some chain comparison operators I will discuss. Okay, after that we will discuss object oriented programming. Whoever know C++ and Java, they know what is object oriented programming and what are the different features of the object oriented programming. But we will learn how to do object oriented programming in case of Python also. Okay, and then there are methods and functions, so many methods, how to create a method, how to create a functions, nested statements, scope. So many things are there inside method, and functions will be there. And then error and exception handling, how to handle error, what are the exception and how to handle the exceptions. Okay, understanding the different kind of error, try, catch, except, these are the things are there actually. After that you can learn about the different modules and packages. Here I will discuss some of the modules, some of important modules and some of the packages, okay, that you can use in your program. And by using those packages you can do some you can develop some, or you can work in different platform, like in case of data science, or in case of machine learning, in case of object identification. So many things are there actually. By using those packages you can use them in your programming later on. Okay, then I will discuss about the Python generators. Okay, there are lots of uh, topics will be covered in this particular course, and I think that you will be enriched by attending or by taking this course. And you have to become serious, obviously, because you have to become practice. Okay, the most of the things will be based on hands-on. Okay, the most of the things in this course will be based on hands-on practice, and for that reason you have to practice in your computer, in your laptop, or in online compiler also you can do that. Okay, so I will show you how you can do how you can write your program and how you can execute your programs. Okay, now next, here you can see that here I show you a hello world program. Just nothing, just I have written just only one line, just I have written only one line. You know, who are coming from C or C++ or Java background, they know that to just display hello world they have to write lots of things. But here in case of Python, just look, just only one line is needed, just only one line it is needed. Just print, and within parenthesis, within double quote, hello world. This only one line, by only writing only one line you are able to displaying the hello world. Okay, but who are coming from C, C++ or Java background, they know they have to type something more, something more they have to type for doing this particular job. But who are not coming from computer science background, they can also feel this particular thing right now. But I will discuss from very basics. Okay, so for that reason you don't need to worry about it, how it is happening, why it is there. Okay, so I will discuss everything, and then probably you can might be understand, or you can understand that why I'm saying that this is very much easy to learn language, and why I'm saying that this is developed for optimizing the developer's time. Okay, so after that what I will do is that I will show you some basic calculation in Python shell. Here, this is my Python shell. Okay, this is my Python basic Python shell. Here I will do some calculation. For example, I'm just showing you that hello world. Okay, so I'm just doing print within parenthesis, then hello world. Okay, so this is, I'm doing like this, and look, sorry, I didn't provide the double quotation marks for that reason. Okay, so look here, look, look, hello world is displayed in the terminal. Okay, or in the Python shell. Now if you want to add if you want to add 4 and 5, then what you can do is that 4 plus 5, and it will give you 9. Okay, if you want to multiply 3 into 4, then you can perform multiply in this way. 3 into 4, it will give you 12. If you want to perform exponent, then you can do in this way. You can do in this way. Look, 3 to the power 4, 3 to the power 4, this is 81. So many things are there, so many things are to be explored in this particular language. You can easily learn this language because it is very much simple to learn, very much simple. And anyone who are coming from computer science background, or who are not coming from computer science background, for everyone, I will suggest that Python is one of the most prominent language in today's world. It is used by most of the big companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. Okay, and also in most of the computer science domain, like data science, like machine learning, like AI, like image processing, like IoT, and lots of sectors are there where we are using Python right now, because Python is has a large library support that I told you just some time ago. So large library support, and lots of frameworks are also there. even also for web development, Python has a framework called Django. So many things are there. Okay, so you can develop a website also using Python framework. Okay, there are lots of things to learn. I hope that you will enjoy this course. By taking this course, you will not be bored, and you will feel the essence of Python, and you will feel the interesting facts of Python, and you can do your own code by learning this course. So I welcome you all to this course, and a very thank you to all of you for listening to this initial video. I hope that you will definitely know, after taking this course, you will definitely be aware of Python and how to use Python after this course. Thank you all of you. Thank you again.